I'm at that stage in life, at that age, where many people do become more aware of health related issues. And recently I was sent by the NHS a bowel cancer screening kit. First time I've had one of those, just a routine, no problems at all or issues. But you take a scrape of poo, trying to keep it nice and clinical there, send it off and they test it and they write to you with the result. I got that result today and I was all clear, no problems, no issues on that front. And 2 years from now, I'll be getting another one. Since I was 50, I've also been having an every 5 years health test check by the NHS, an MOT, if you like, health awareness, I think it's called at the moment. And you go in and they do basic tests on you and see where you're at and all that sort of thing. One of the preliminary things that you have to do is to take a blood test. So about a month ago, 3 weeks ago now, I had my blood test. The results were back with the nurse today and she said, everything's fine, your cholesterol, your sugar levels, everything. Kidney, a little bit low, the readings on that one. So not really an area of immediate concern, but just need to have a look at that a little bit more closely. So can you book another blood test? And then we'll see what the results are next time round. So that's one thing that I've got to do. Then when she did the blood pressure test on me, she did it first of all, you know the procedure, on your arm, pump it up, and then they did a test. And it was still normal, but it was the higher end of normal. So she said, because normally I'm absolutely spot on with that. So she said, I'll do another one, waited a minute or two, did it again, it dropped, but it was still a little bit high. Now, because of road closures on the way in, I had actually had to go through a built up area and the traffic was a little bit more intense than I would have had otherwise. So by the time I parked my car, which wasn't even outside the surgery, I had quite a brisk walk in. So I think that there's a good chance the reason it was high is because I'd gone straight from walking in and then even waiting a couple of minutes, it had dropped. So if I could have had a third one, then I think it would have been normal. But I've got to book in for another blood pressure test. So a couple of areas of concern, if I could use the word in inverted commas. I'm not certainly bothered about those things. But as we get older, we do, as I said at the beginning, become more aware of health related issues. The nurse asked me 3 questions. First of all, do you exercise? Yes. Do you smoke? No. Do you drink alcohol or what's your alcohol intake weekly? Nil. So on those 3 questions, I answered 100% as far as health is concerned. I'm a great believer that not just on this issue, but everything else in life, just do what we can. And what we can't do, that is out of our hands. Exercise, eat healthily, smoking, drinking, other things in our lives. Do the right thing, and that's all that we can do. I'm also aware that I'm getting older as well. Don't want to sound morbid, but I am aware that I am a mortal creature because as the years go by, you do become more switched on to the fact that you're closer to your death than you were to your birth. But that doesn't bother me. That's not a problem. I will do what I can, and that's all that I can do. I think it's important to think about our health, to look after our health, look after ourselves. It's so, so important. For me now, I want to up the ante. I want to take my own awareness to the next level. So that's what I plan to do, which I have been anyway. Once I hit 60, I look after myself, I'm quite healthy, but I still want to take it to the next level. It's so important to look after ourselves. So the result of the bowel cancer screening, that was great. The NHS MOT, well, couple of areas of concern, but we'll see how they go, because I've got a blood test in September. Well, I've got to book it for September, and then they'll take a second look at me there, and then I'll be back sometime in July so they can have a look at my blood pressure.